Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining me. So I had a really interesting week this week. I was at a award ceremony for the Entrepreneurial Ladies of Ottawa, and it was an award ceremony. So it was really cool to see all of these different businesses that are run by women getting these awards, and the women in particular as individuals getting them. But what was really interesting about that night, other than all the cool women and the businesses, was that the woman who created this award ceremony within the Business Association in Ottawa said that when she went to give out the applications, every single woman who made the application for these entrepreneurial awards had trouble filling out the part about themselves and the success of their business and them, their businesses. So I thought that was fascinating, of course, because that's my mindset, right? And I thought, here I am in a North American city that's a big North American city, and these women who are super successful are struggling as well. So it's not just small business people or startup business people, but people who are really successful. And then what was interesting too is, coincidentally or not so coincidentally, the next day I was talking to a financial coach, and she was telling me about how she struggles with really accepting that she's successful too. And this is a woman who has a gazillion degrees, and she's got an MBA from an Ivy League school. I mean, she is financially really successful, and she struggles with it. So, do men struggle with it as much? No, I don't think so. And why is that? Because I think that the cultural messages and then the beliefs that we develop say that women shouldn't get too big for their britches. That women are, the message is that if you are, if you start to toot your own horn too much and talk about your success and be confident in your success, that perhaps you're immodest, perhaps you're a little bit tough. I think that was kind of the message. And hopefully by talking about this, we don't continue these messages on, because they are deadly, deadly, deadly to women and their emotional mindset, okay? What can we do about it? If you find that you are struggling with talking about yourself and how well you do and how good you are at your service or how great your product is, then, simple solution, fake it until you make it. I heard this from this great successful woman who I admire, and I was like, oh, that's good. That's a start. And, imagine, what would it feel like if I was just feeling successful, if I was easily able to communicate my worth? What would that be like? Just imagine it. And then, of course, you can study women who have really great beliefs in this area, women who are successful and you think have a great mindset around their success. Of course, Oprah comes to my mind because I'm a huge Oprah devotee. So I love her, and I think she's had to work on it. Definitely, she's probably more than anybody had to fake it and until she made it as a billionaire. And not only just a billionaire, but in a really cool and effective way. So fake it until you make it. And then I think some of that starts to actually become real feelings within you. And then the second thing is do the deeper work. Do the deeper work because, well, I find that usually when people are not able to value their services, or they feel uncomfortable tooting, their horn, or even putting themselves out there and saying, I am an expert or I am great in this, I find that usually that spills into other personal areas as well. And they might have trouble maybe advocating for themselves in their relationships or their friendships. It's not just a one area that it hits. I find it often hits other areas as well. So if you work on it, you do the deeper work, you find out where it started, which I'm telling you, it started in childhood. Even though you might have had the best parents in the history of man, it happens. And this is often the messages. And then we carry them forth and we run those beliefs even though we know better. So do the deeper work. I hope this is interesting to you. I hope that you start to think about it. And if you guys have any feedback for me or any sort of ahas, please come to my Facebook page, or you can go to meganoneil.ca to the blog part and write something down. I would love to hear from you guys. Okay? Oh, I forgot to mention, of course, I have a private Facebook group where we really feel like it's safe to kind of express how we feel. So that's Core Beliefs for Business with Megan O'Neill. Okay? Have a great day, guys. I hope this was helpful. Okay, bye.